What's up, everyone? We're back here with a different video, a little something different. So I've been wondering myself, as you know, I use this controller called the Smashbox. The Smashbox is what I use to play Smash Brothers and all this stuff, and I love the way it feels. I have this, I have a combo controller, and I also have this little doodad here, which is called the Snapbox Micro, which is this bad boy. Which is this. These are, if you have see what all these have in common, these are kind of like pseudo Hitbox controller. Now, most Hitbox controllers are like this. But there's one thing I don't like about this. I actually love the WSAD layout on a Smashbox compared to this. So I told myself, I've always wanted to make my own fight stick. Why not make my own fight stick? So today, we're going to attempt to make our own fight stick and make it sort of WSA format. So let me show you what I'm going to use. So we're going to use a shoebox as our base, which is a little weird. So I don't even know if this is going to hold. This is going to be a little bit of a fun video. The Puma box is going to be our base for the fight stick. The main thing that's going to run everything, we're going to be using what we like to call the universal fighting board. So this is the brains and of the operation that runs everything. You can get this for about almost, I think, $90 to like $100. And this shows all the inputs of the fight stick and everything. This will bring out all the stuff that helps you support everything. So if you look real closely there, you can see there's little words there that says up, down, left, right, select, punch one, punch it. So this is like your square, triangle, circle buttons, like on PS4 controller, X, Y, A, B on an Xbox controller. So this will be making it so we do everything. And this portion here, this portion here will go straight to the computer. So this will be actually really interesting and good and whatnot. The other stuff we have are our Hitbox, our Hitbox cable layout. So this is able so we can make this WSAD keys like we want to. And this plugs all into, this is the fighting board cable harness. This plugs in the back of what I bought was these Sanwa buttons here. So I'm going to be using black and dark balloons, which would be the Jank Nation color scheme, which I love. Hopefully I have enough. I think I bought enough. I got a total of 12. I'm correct. So that should be enough for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4 buttons. Yeah, that's about right. So we have that should be enough for everything then. At least for the main stuff. The start and select stuff I'll figure out later. But that should be at least good for the main stuff. And these control harnesses, the way this is supposed to work apparently. So the way you can do this one of two ways. So these little sockets here, you can unscrew the top and run the cables out that way. Or you can do this way. This one has the header, which is right there. You can actually plug this into here, the header here, under here like this, and this will run the cables out to each individual button here. So that's kind of cool to note right there. But let's get this bad boy started. If you like what you're watching today, let's like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go. So let's start with the design first. So the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to have WSAD like this, so up, down, left, right, like the arrows on your keyboard. I have the 6 buttons going across here and 6 buttons going across here. So that's not 6 buttons, but 4 and 4 buttons going here. The punches and the kicks and things of that nature. It definitely should be a little interesting trying to do, especially the cardboard. I'm hoping this doesn't actually get destroyed in the process, or at least hopefully handle it. But I want to try to do some markings and try to. Well, I might not just do mine. I might just wing it. And we're going to use a drill and a spade bit to do it. I think a 1-inch spade bit should work. I don't know. And the buttons are 30 millimeters, just so you know. So these are a little bit bigger than average, but here we go. Okay, now that we got our drill and our spade bit out here, we're going to try to drill this through here. And then hopefully we can put the button here and see if it fits. So let's try it right here. And I'm going to freeform this. I know this is probably the most jankiest thing to do, but me being the jank, why not just guess it? So let's try one here. All right. Oh man, that looked horrible. That's our first button. Look at that. Okay, we got some there. Okay, we got our second button. There we go. We got our 2 button clicks right here. Even though it looked like it's ripping apart, but whatever. I don't care. We're going to try it. So we got another one here. Let's move it over a little more. Right here. Right there. Okay, that was a lot more clean than the last one. We have another button push right here. So our buttons hang out here. It's kind of trashy, but it hangs out here as you can see. And we just need one up here for the top because we're doing a WSAD format. So this is gonna be like the most janky box, the jank box. That's what we're gonna call it. So now we gotta have it a little bit up here. So like right there. So I can have it right there. Okay. Now we got our buttons. I know it's kind of a reach, but hey, this is the prototype, right? This is like the most janky controller, and we're gonna have these other buttons going across like this, and it'll be blue and then dark blue here. So let me grab the other buttons. Okay, now we got our other buttons. So these are the blue buttons. They're supposed to be dark blue, but they look like a light blue to me, a weird blue. But you can decide what color there yourself. So these are the other buttons we're using. So I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think the 6th one's on the floor. 6. And we got 7, 8. So that's a total of 8 buttons right there. So that should definitely do what we need to do. I probably should have got more buttons. But for now, we'll just use these and see what happens, right? So, okay. Let's go. So we're going to do a couple going across, a couple going across here. So let's try it. Okay, now it's time to drill the holes. Drilling way over here. This one's going to be a little weird. Okay, and move the paper. There's that. That's for this blue one here. Oh, might have to make it a little bigger. I didn't drill hard enough. There we go. Now this button feels nice. Look, it fits like a glove. Look at this nonsense. Move over a little bit more. Maybe I moved over too far. I'll do all 4 holes, right? This is really coming together, guys. It's nutty, but it's coming together, right? A little close. There we go. So we did all that janky work, right? So look what we got. Now we got this. This is the logic we got here. So we got button here. Cool. A button here. That's cool. Button here. This is super spaced out. But this is a prototype, so I don't care. So we're going there. We have this. And for those who wonder what type of buttons he is, if I didn't say it earlier, there's sawmill buttons. I gotta take the tape off these two. Here. Okay. Oh look, we got a fight stick now. Look at it. Oh, I think you have to reach for that last one. But it works, though. At least the 4-phase button works. So that's kind of cool, right? Here's the start of it. So now, the hard part, and let me take this out, is the wiring now. So we need to figure out how to get these wires to this through the, what you call it, the, through the harness and the universal fighting board. So, and with that universal fighting board, just so you know, it will help hook up to PS4, PlayStation, Xbox, and all that stuff. And there's an update, if I'm correct, for PS5. So let's get all that together too. Now here's the interesting part. Now this is the fighting harness, and I had to look this up online. This is split up into 2 categories, so it's kind of weird. So this blue section here, as you can see here, it's in order from smallest to tallest. These are going to be your punch buttons. So punch 1 is blue, punch 2 is red, and punch 3 is gray, and punch 3 is purple. So if I'm correct, we're going to do, we turn this on the side. So we do blue, which is your punch. Is that? We got red, and it's from shortest to tallest, though, so if you're wondering about that, too. We got this. These kind of fit snug. It makes it easier instead of you have to run these cables through this multi-blue thing. It kind of makes it easier. So let's see. We got this smaller. So there's this one. And then we heard the click. It's this one also. And the next set is the other, our kicks, which will be not this. This will actually plug into this section right here. Will plug into the hitbox connection itself. That's why I'm able to use this instead of an actual joystick. So it wouldn't be this. So this must be the next set. So we got this. And then these black ones, if I'm correct, are ground wires. This is ground stuff. And then this will be like start, select, and all that. So let's do this. So we have our orange. Just seems like the smallest. So it'll be orange. Okay, orange. Next is going to be yellow. If I get it wrong, it will show in the game, obviously. Yellow. And then green. And then black. Cool. That's that right there. Is that in? I think that's in. Yep, it's in. Okay. And then you can daisy chain the... Oh, I didn't plug this all the way in. My bad. Okay. So that looks like a lot of wire craziness at the end there. Oh, we didn't plug the shortest one in, which was orange. Okay, orange, yellow, green, and then black. Okay, there we go. There we go. And then all we have to do is daisy chain these grounds together. This is actually pretty simple. Back and forth. These don't have to go in a particular way. This is just a ground so that it won't short out or anything like that. So let's see. We got this. That. And this is fairly easy. Like, besides the drilling part, which I kind of made janky myself. Like, this is pretty, like, self-explanatory. Now, the other part you have to kind of, like, look up online. Let me slide this back up. Besides that, like, all this, like, this other stuff is pretty... It's pretty straightforward. Okay. There we go. That's link to this. Ground. This is kind of a bit of a hassle to a certain degree, but it's not too bad. It's my fault for not having these things like non-tangled up like the way they are. But we're slightly getting somewhere. So I'll plug this here. Cool. Here. And here. Well, that one fit like a glove for some reason. Cool. And here. Everything should be locked in. That. Everything's in. So that's it. So we got our ground, our punch, and we got our kicks. Okay, cool. So now, the last thing we need to put in is our hitbox wire to this. Okay, here's our hitbox by Brook Accessories right here. So here's the hitbox wire right there. Like I said, this will plug into that white prong part at the bottom. So if we do this correctly, pull this tab off real quick. Scoot it up more so you can see it better. So this should go as follows if I'm correct. This goes into here like so. I think it goes upwards like this. Snug it in right deep. I think that's the right way, right? Yeah, there's a tab in there. That's the right way. Oh, no, it's not. It's not. Okay. Just notice something. It's the other way, I think. Nope, I was right the first time. There we go. And this will go into our directions with their grounds too. And I got to figure out what the grounds or the direction for this. So let me find out real quick. Okay, now that we got this harness figured out. So now, if I'm correct, up is orange. So we got up is orange. Down is red. Left is yellow. You gotta think about this. This is flipped upside down, so I'll flip it this way to be left. So that's left. For that. And then this green one will be right. And just like we did the other one, we gotta put the ground wires for these, which should be these black in or out connections. There we go. And this is pretty simple itself too. So let me weave this around through properly this time, so I won't have the same issue I had before. Black there. Okay. We'll plug these in a second. And that should be everything. Now, I don't have a start and select button, so what I'm going to do is turn it on and off on the controller. And then plug this in. That way you can flip around and try to get this to work. So we'll see how this does, I guess. I guess we'll never know until we hook it up, right? So let's flip it around. Actually, I forgot. We have to plug this whole section in to here. So I got to remember if it's this way or this way. That's the thing I found out. So if it either goes in this way or the other way. But I'm pretty sure it goes the other way. But we're going to find out in a sec. Okay, I pretty much got it now. So it's actually supposed to be the gold side facing up, clicking in this way. So. Oh, it's not even in all the way. Hold on. Almost screwed that mess up right off the gate. Hold on, let me see something. Oh, this is a little heart. There we go. That fits in slug like that. And that's just basically it. So now we just gotta get a cable to run out to that. So this is the same cable that's on my Smashbox look at the computer. So I'm gonna just grab that instead. It's the same thing that goes in an average printer. So let's grab that USB PS2 cable, I think they call it. Okay, I found my old school printer cable. So let's run that through here. And luckily, this shoebox already have a hole. I don't know if you can see it. This is before this thing falls apart. Right here on the side. So we're gonna just run it through there. So. And that's basically everything. Now, what's something I might do? I might end up doing, since I don't have a start and select button, because I didn't think this through by buying enough buttons. I'm going to just probably switch one of the punch and kick buttons or something for it towards the end. Because I mostly just need the 4 face buttons as a whole. And I think the gray and white ones are that. So let's run this out of here. Like so. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that monster. And there's our cable coming out here. So I'll just run this into our computer. And this is supposed to work with PC, Xbox, and PS4. So let's see what happens. Let's hook it up to our PC. Here goes nothing. Okay, so right now, we officially have this hooked up. I don't even know if this is going to freaking work or anything. But we'll see what happens, right? So, okay. Let's try up and down. Now, right now, the start button I had to press with the keyboard. Because I forgot to get start and select buttons. But let's see. It's work. Whoa. Up and down works fine. Okay. That must be B. This must be A. I must reverse the buttons. Hold on. Let me see. It went in. Oh. Did something get unplugged? No, it's plugged in. Maybe because I need start button. Let's see something. Okay. Okay, now I got it. So okay. So we'll pick Rano. Okay, hit start on the we got over here. So far the movement works fine, right? That's crazy. I just literally made the Jank box. Obviously, these spacing in the buttons is not ideal, but I just wanted to show you that it can be done. That's all I wanted to care about. So start on the keyboard. We'll do a simple state like this. Okay. Oh, is he set to fight? Is he set to fight right now? I did not have him set to fight right now. I don't know what the start button is, but whatever. It works! Look at me. We got another new Smash box here. This is the Jank box. Oh, it works! This really works. Ooh! Okay. Okay, we know. So we now, I'm gonna let him kill me or whatever. But now we know this works with the PC now. And this is literally made out of a Puma box. Look at this work. Yo, this is kind of sick. I gotta admit, it's kind of sick to see this actually work in action. Let's try on like a PS4 game or something. I don't know how I'm gonna do this because now the start and select button thing, but we'll figure out. Okay, let's go to that now. Okay, and we're back. Now we're gonna finally try this thing on the PS4. I actually, as you know, I'm wearing a different shirt. I actually got buttons, extra buttons, so I can hit the start and everything. That's the home button. I think that's the start button, and that's select. So, or options. That's share. My bad. But we're gonna try some MVC3 and see if this works more or less. So this should be definitely interesting. No, we're not trying to sign in right now because I still have to update my system. But let's see. But so far it's moving right, so we're off to a good start. We're off to a good start. Let's do Ryu, Chun-Li, and we'll do the Street Fighter lineup because this will be kind of a mix of trying to do Street Fighter commands too. Doesn't matter who I pick. Gonna take you for a ride. I always love that song. Oh yeah, by the way, free MVC too. Okay, let's see what we got here. So light, that's heavy, I think. That's about right. So this is light, medium, heavy, and okay. So light, medium, heavy, launch. Okay, so okay. I think we can get this. We got our first combo. That's cool. That's actually kind of cool. We kind of dropped it though. And with the extra hits, had a bullet, so. That works. Let's try switching to Akuma. That works. Let me see if I can do it. I gotta do that. That's hard to do. But it works though. And this is my issue since the spacing is weird. I can't do that properly. I gotta do it quick too. But you get the idea. Now let's see if we can do Raging Demon. Hold on. Got it! We got Raging Demon down too. Now more of a complicated character. I think that's Ryu. That's Chun-Li. Okay. So that's our L1 and R1. Okay, gotcha. Let's see if we can do one of her combos. Oh, we gotta stop this. Just it's weird getting used to. Let's see. I gotta do it quick too. That's what I gotta do afterwards. So let's see if we can get this together. Oh, crap. Ah, I screwed up. Oh, we can get it. We can get it. We try one more time. Oh, we got it. We got it right there. And in theory, I'm supposed to hold and do that and have this charge. That's what I'm supposed to have in theory. You get the idea though. And now I'm supposed to cancel into super, which is actually kind of hard to do. And this box is kind of breaking because I did these really too close together. But I mean, it works though. But this is kind of cool. Okay, so I actually figured out how to get it to work on the Switch. I had to look it up online. So you had to hold the kick button to get this whole thing to work. So you have to hold the kick button, and this will be low kick. So that'll be technically on a game, not on a Switch controller. I think it would technically be, I think it's A. If whatever you're holding this with, that would be the button, I think. But this is low kick the way I have it set up. So kick 1 on the thing will be that. But anyway, as you know, I pressed the home button just so you can see that this is actually on the Switch. Anyway, let's go in the game. But let's see if we can do some simple motions. Hadouken works. Tatsu works. Shoryuken? Yep. Let's see if we can get a combo. Ooh, on the first try. Let's go. Simple combo, but you know, we all know it works. It feels good. The movement feels really good. Like, it feels really clean. It feels really good, but so far it feels good on Switch. So now we know it works on your PS4, your PlayStation, and it works on Switch. And I don't have an Xbox, but this is confirmed to work on Xbox, PS3, 360, the One, and everything else. But you can definitely check online on Brook. I think Brook Arcade online, it tells you everything. Well, that concludes everything. That was definitely a lot of fun. I'm glad if you enjoyed the Jank Bob, but this kind of gives you a perspective. I know Fight Sticks cost between like $300, $400, $500. Why pay all that money? We can just make it yourself, and you can actually go out and say you made it yourself. You saw what I did? I made the Puma Jank Box Edition controller. It was definitely a lot of fun to make it and everything. I'm definitely going to redo this over because as you can see, the button spacing is like terrible. But it was definitely one of those I want to do on the fly, the janky way, of course, and everything, and the guts and everything runs fine. It's pretty cool, like seeing everything in motion and being like, oh, I did this myself and everything. But if you have any more questions, let me know in the comment section. I will make another. I probably will make another one. It'll be spaced out more. I'll probably use a different shoebox or something, or I might actually get a casing for it. But if you want to see that when it happens, let me know. But now I'm glad I waited for these extra buttons because now I was able to make it work on all the other consoles. So now we know it works Switch, PS4. It's been up to date for all that stuff. So, and just remember when you use it on Switch, you hold the kick button otherwise. But if you really enjoyed this random video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comment section what you thought of this. I know this was a little bit random. It was a little long, but you got to learn something. I told you it was going to be different on Wednesday. I told y'all guys. I remember. I thought y'all probably enjoyed something a little different. But if you like me doing all these new different types of videos, let me know in the comments and like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your cousins, grandma, aunts, whatever. But y'all stay awesome and y'all stay janky. I'll see you soon. Peace.